Hi everyone, welcome to today's Icehouse webinar. Today we are talking with Gareth Bayliss, who is our sales manager, and we are running everyone through our leadership development program. So welcome Gareth, thanks for being with us.
Thanks Bryar, thanks for having me.
No worries. First things first, what is the leadership development program and who is it for?
So the leadership development program was created after our flagship program, the owner manager program, was created. The OMP high level is to help owners remove themselves to start working on it rather than in it. And so when owners do that, what happens is that ups the pressure, or not pressure, ups the responsibility of the senior managers within the business to step up and take over the business and start to grow it internally while the owner hopefully is growing it elsewhere. So it was created to help the senior leaders and the future leaders of Kiwi businesses to step up and take control of the business through looking at their role as a leader, looking at the opportunities that the business has, through making them think more like an owner manager rather than just someone who leads within a business.
Yeah. Cool. That's cool. And on a lot of the podcasts that I do, a lot of the owner managers say, they come back to their business after doing an owner manager program and they're buzzing and they're using different terminology and, all that sort of thing. And a lot of them before this program was around would say like, oh, I just wish my key team sort of was on the same buzz or could speak the same language. Yeah. And so that's where this program has sort of come from, which is cool.
Yeah. It's you see some of our alumni businesses where you've had one owner who's done the owner manager program and then a couple of leaders who've done the leadership program, and like the way that they talk and their language and just how they drive the business forward and help it to continue grow is it's quite powerful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool, nice. Ooh. Next one, what is covered in the program?
So, there's a lot covered in it. It's like our owner manager program in the sense of that it's off-site and it's it's extended program. So it's 7 full days in total, but they're 2 blocks of 3 days, what we call like residential training, where you go away from your business and you stay off-site and you stay in accommodation with all the other participants for 2 blocks of 3 days, 2 nights. So it's quite a lot included in it, if I'm honest. To go through exactly what everything's in there would probably people would start to switch off after 45, 50 minutes. But yeah. Essentially high level, it's you do a lot on leadership. So what kind of leader you are, do a lot on teams, how to build high performing teams. You look at the financials to understand that you can be more, you improve your financial acumen. There's bits around sales and marketing. You do a project. So this is, I think, one of the best parts of it is that because you're off-site and you be empowered to start working on your role and on the business rather than in it while you're off-site. You get tasked to do a project. And often when I'm selling it, I get the people who are going to sign up to it to speak with their owner or their direct report around what things they want to focus on in the business. Like, is there something that they've been wanting to implement, but they haven't been able to do because just the day-to-day of being a leader in the business gets in the way? Projects that they feel could really benefit the business, but haven't been able to really drill down onto. And that projects is part of this program. You do a project, you work on it, and you present it at the last block on the last day. And your leaders and your owner managers are invited to come along for lunch and some drinks and watch everyone do these presentations and look at the future of their businesses, explain opportunities within their business that they may not have seen already. I, lucky enough, was able to do the leadership program last year. I got promoted and fortunately was asked if I wanted to do the LDP. I did it. I loved it. My project was an idea I've got around how we sell to our alumni that I haven't been able to think and spend a lot of time focusing on because I was selling all the time and managing the team. So spending time on LDP gave me a chance to reflect, revive, breathe a little bit, and actually focus on things that I wanted to focus on that I think could help the business to grow. And now I've finished the LDP, we're implementing that plan, which we might be doing a podcast on at another stage. You never know.
Exactly. It's just gold as well to have that time, but then also have the input from such key facilitators that are so experienced in terms of what they think around it, and then being able to pitch it to a group as well as your boss. That's just awesome. So yeah, totally agree. And if anyone watching or listening would like to hear more or see more about what's involved and covered in this program, that is on our website. So I'll make sure that link is in sort of the notes as well, because it's a good place to read some more about it. Yeah, nice. How long does the leadership development program go for?
So in total it's kind of 3 months, but as I said, it's 7 days. So it's 3 blocks. So the first block is 3 days. They normally run on a Wednesday, Thursday, and half a day Friday, but that sometimes changes. But essentially, it's 3 days per block, and it's 3 blocks. And actually, the last block is 1 day. So that's so the first block you do a Wednesday, say, a Thursday, and half a day Friday, and then you go away to your business for a month, bushy tailed and fizzed up to do things. Then you come back a month later for another 3 days. Then you go back to the business for another month, and then you come back for a final day, which is around your resilience, and then you do project presentations.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Can you complete LDP, so our leadership development program, with other people in your business?
Yes. Next slide. No. Yes, you can.
Is that the best way to do it? Is it recommended? Is it
yeah, I think so. Our owner manager program and our leadership program, I think that there's a lot of really awesome stuff in there. But through actually being an alumni of it now, and everyone said it to me for the last many years that I've been selling our product programs, they said that the network really is the secret sauce, right? It's the thing that's pretty awesome about it. And they're not wrong. It's so cool that you with 24 or 25 or 30, the maximum number we have on these programs is 30. So it's, we've had a great year this year. We've pretty much filled every program. So we've had on these programs, we have another 29 other, being honest, emerging, high-performing people within businesses from Kiwi SMEs across the country. And you get time to spend with them and network with them, spend time in the classroom, but also out of it. You have drinks and dinner in the night, and I'm pretty tight with them. Like there might be people in my cohort, LDP 42, who are watching this who might not agree, but I really loved everyone. We got on really well. I remember after block 1, for instance, I had an idea about something that I wanted to do with a client, and I didn't know who to ask. So actually, I rang one of my mates on the program and asked their advice, because they're in a similar industry, and they were like, "Mate, no, you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this." And
awesome.
That was real good guidance, because I haven't got that industry knowledge, and it helped me close the deal. So that network, is massive. I sometimes say, by having loads of people from the same business on the same program, can kind of reduce that network down a little bit.
Totally.
Can dilute it. Not as much for the leadership program, because not everyone is you're working kind of collaboratively anyway, so actually it could really help build relationships. We normally don't take more than 2 people from a business on the same program. I'd say extend it out. If you've got, we've had 4 or 5 companies this year who've put 3 or 4 people through it. When we're selling it to them, we always say maybe put one after another, because it just helps to get away from the business and feel like you're the only person there. But also it can be beneficial. So there's no rule of thumb. Our owner manager program, we don't have anyone from the same business on those programs. That's a non-negotiable. We really try not to. Most of the time, never have. I think maybe 1 or 2 occasions in the last 20 years. Whereas the leadership program is quite common to have a couple of people.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Who facilitates the leadership development program?
So Jo Clayton's the main facilitator.
Mhm.
She's been doing it for 20 years. Awesome, brings wealth of knowledge, and she guides you through as the lead facilitator through the whole time. And then there's about maybe 20 expert coaches, facilitators.
Yeah.
Even just business owners who've been there, done it, and come and facilitate bits on culture or something like that. So it's guided by Jo, but there's lots of industry experts who come and speak on the specific things on the program.
Great, awesome. I'll take this question. What community connection and support do you get as an Icehouse Alumni post-program? Obviously, Gareth and I have been talking just then about the network and the community and how amazing it is and how it's such a key to how the Icehouse works and runs. And so what happens is when you join Leadership Development Program, you get onboarded onto our online platform, our online community called Icehouse Central. And there you have lots of opportunities. So you have the ability to talk with your cohort, but also you have access to the wider network. So this is our sort of digital community, but you can sort of go through the map and see anyone in your region or industry that's done an Icehouse program. You can sort of ask questions to the wider network or offer support, offer your services and products in our forum. It's sort of like a LinkedIn, but for Icehouse only. So it's sort of got all of our events and opportunities. And that's a really good touch point with our community. But we also have amazing events, face-to-face events, alumni breakfasts, sort of get-togethers. Conference, we have conference, which is amazing. Some really great events in region as well, and get invited around to those, which is always cool. Yeah. So the community connection is just amazing, and the countless stories I've heard of people that either met on Owner Manager or Leadership Development Program and have just become close friends, mentors. Some of them even sit on each other's boards, all that sort of stuff. It's just, you can't really beat it. So you do get a lot of community connection, online, in person, whole mix of things. So I see it as a big benefit.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, also when you're on the cohort with people for that extended period of time, you become, as I said before, friends with them as well. And so we try and drive that as much as we can, but also it's in your own hands. So like our cohort hasn't really connected up yet, but we only finished 6 months ago. So we're going to plan to do an annual catch up every year somewhere around the country. One of the guys from Gore thinks Gore is Goresome. So we're going to be doing it in Gore in November, I think, or something like that. But
wow. Can we cut that bit out now?
if you can, I probably would, but if you
no, I think some light entertainment's all good, but no, but it's true. The reunions is also an amazing element of our alumni community, and so one to watch. But community is awesome. Awesome. Last question, I think. Yes. How can I sign up for Leadership Development Program?
Well, we obviously reach out, get in touch. We're lucky enough to be in a position where we don't just sign every Tom, Dick and Harry up to the program. Yeah. We want to make sure it's the right fit. So we kind of understand why the reason is. A lot of alumni businesses, we know that why the reason is, and it's not because their owner's done the owner manager program, it's that next stage of development for the business. Totally. But for this program, we want to make sure that you've got a direct report, or you are going into being a direct report, or you manage. I've got someone who's signed up to the next one, doesn't have a direct report, but has about 4 or 5 dotted lines to them who are project managers, and they're managing those relationships, and really those people do report to them. So we always just try and make sure they're the right fits. We ask people to reach out to us. It's an application form process, so we'll read if you're interested, and we'll tell you all of the information about the program, etc., and then we'll send you an application form. Reach out to us, because there's other ways to fund the program. There's capability funding that you could be lucky enough to get, which is government funded money that businesses who have under 50 staff can apply for. And so that can put some money towards the program. But also we just want to make sure that it's the right fit. And that's why it's been going so well. We've had over 1,000 people go through it. We've got the 50th program running next year. We're on 4 of these a year. We have, over 100 odd people go through it every year. It's a successful program and will continue to be. And the reason it is because we're precious around who's on that program, who's in the room, and that the outcomes are the right for the business. And we'll continue to do it. So reach out to us. Even if you're not sure, reach out. We have other programs. We've got a new emerging leaders program, a few other things that we're doing around, leadership, but also, soft skills like financial, sales, and things like that.
Yeah, brilliant. That's cool. And I'll make sure to put our contact details in the notes as well. But thanks heaps, Gareth. We do hope that those that are listening to the short webinar has got like a little bit of gold or insight into what this program is all about and a clearer idea if it's for them or not. But yeah, appreciate your time.
Thank you, Bryar. Go well.